welcome in our next guest and let's talk about the commodity space. We have Mr. Mallya, who's joining us, Chief Analyst, Non-Agro Commodities and Currency from Angel Broking. Mr. Mallya, can you just talk to us about firstly gold and what's happening over there? What is your outlook on the gold, and then we can go on to your picks of commodities? Okay, I think that there was some issue over there. Mr. Mallya, if you can hear me, what is your call on gold at this point of time?
Gold and silver, both this commodity have rallied quite fastly in a very short span of time. In just a month, gold has rallied more than 10%, while silver has also rallied close to 8%. At this point, I feel gold and silver both would possibly take a little bit of backseat and correct. But looking at the trend, we see gold back again towards 30,500 in the near term, while silver 42,000 looks very likely on the cards.
Okay. Prathamesh, we also want to know your view on crude oil prices. Where do you see prices headed?
Yes, there is a lot of action seen in this particular counter. It has seen a bit of consolidation phase in the past few trading sessions. Hurricane Harvey has damaged almost 4.5 million barrels capacity of refining in the US. Now the next hurricane is Irma with the intensity 5 down the line. So I would possibly see much more disturbances for oil in the coming weeks, and hence we are advising a buy side in this particular counter. 3,190 is the next possible target when it comes to crude in the Indian markets.
This is Nayanthara. I know you've given your views on gold, but a lot of experts, commodity experts that we speak to are also talking about silver right now, that how there are opportunities that are left with silver. Where do you stand, and what would you be penciling in as a good trading idea?
It has rallied quite sharply in comparison to gold. 41,000 or 41,900 is what we're looking at. And it moves in coherence with all the base metal pack, and even the base metal pack is rallied quite sharply. You talk about copper, lead, zinc, aluminium. Almost all the base metals have rallied quite at a faster pace. So in that sense, we would see possibly even silver taking a backseat, but we will have to see for the fresh set of factors that would possibly see correction in this particular counter. Otherwise, we'll just go with the trend. It is on the buy side. 41,900 looks very much likely in silver.
Right. In terms of metals, considering how the dollar index is performing, what do you think will be the correlation with metals, especially the base metals?
Right in the start of the year, 104 mark is what dollar index traded at, and now it is at 92, 93 mark. So it's a correction of almost 8.5, 9, 10% in the dollar index level. Now we will possibly see base forming up there close to 92 mark. We would see some bit of strengthening in the dollar. In that sense, correction is due in all the base metal pack, and hence it is advisable to stay away from lead, zinc, and aluminum, because all these counters have rallied quite a bit. But in the entire base metal pack, if you are confident about one metal, it would be copper. 454 per kg is the mark that you would see possibly in the near term.
Thanks so much for joining us here with your outlook as far as the commodity markets go. It will be another